I am back. Wow, so much has happened since I started a video about my day today. But it's good that much has happened because the first attempt was quite teary, even though I had already vented and cried to my friend via voice note because she's so far away. So here is the plan. Change of medication. Enbrel has failed me, or I have failed Enbrel. Either way, we've realized, the doctor and I have agreed that this is pointless, which is what I've been saying, that I never get around to getting any far enough for us to tell if it really is gonna work or not. So we're moving on. Here's the thing. I was on a lower plan, as in less priced, cheaper plan, more affordable. They're not very affordable, but more affordable than the one we moved up to. We were on a more affordable plan, but then I was diagnosed with AS, and they don't, on that more affordable plan, there are like maybe 6. We were on the 4th one in terms of on the steps going higher. We were on the 4th plan, and it was too low for them to pay for any of our AS medication, us members on that plan. So the people who were on the higher plan, 2 higher plans, on this 6-step thing, there were 6 plans, something like that, and we were on the 4th most expensive of the 6. So those on the 5th and 6th plan, 100% of the medication was being covered, was being paid for by our medical aid, Discovery. Now, what has happened is, somewhere along the line, last year, Discovery was now paying only 20% of the medication of those who were on the most expensive plans, the 2. If you're not, you would have to pay the whole 100% and still pay your medical aid premiums. So here we are. AS is for life. It's incurable. So I will be on it for life. So we have to change our plan so that we can at least, when we did the maths, it made sense to move up instead of paying full premium and full medication. The maths made sense for us to move up to a more expensive plan and then pay 80%. It still made sense even with that 80% that we would have to pay. 5,100 Rand. And I was going to have a 20% co-payment. Surprise and shock when I go and get my first Enbrel in January. And I had to pay about half of the Enbrel cost had to be covered by me. So my co-payment became 50%, and we are still paying our higher premium. And I'm still paying for all my other pain medications, anti-inflammatories, all my other children's medication too. This became a problem. And don't forget, when you go to your lung specialist, when you go to your rheumatologist, when you go to whoever, you still have to pay cash. So you paid your premium at the end of the month. You paid for your medication, 50%. You paid for your children's medication. You paid for your food. Then you have to pay cash for each appointment you go to, and then tell the medical aid to reimburse you. Except there's another problem. Medical aid will reimburse you for a certain amount at the beginning of the year. When you finish that certain amount, which we finished in March, you will have to pay, and they will not reimburse you. So I am in what is called the self-payment gap. So I have to pay 19,000 Rand first of my own money. Tell them each time I pay so that they count up to 19,000 and whatever it will be. And then they will restart paying again. So therefore, after the 19,000 Rand that I have to pay out of my pocket while paying our premiums 100%, while paying for my AS, incurable disease, it progresses, it gets worse, disease, I still have to pay 19,000 Rand first before I actually get the benefits of being on this higher plan. When I now get into the benefits of being on this higher plan, more expensive plan, which is that they will then reimburse me. It sounds so sad. They will then pay me back each time I pay the doctor, but they don't pay me immediately. They pay me at the end of the month. And here's the thing: medication change. The medication that would have been best for me would have cost me a 7,000 Rand more per month, which is basically impossible. So the next best medication, now why this medication was best, Rinvoq, was because it's a tablet. It's an oral tablet. So you take it every day. And so the effects are immediate. As soon as I take it, I feel the effects. Every day I take it, I feel the effects. And obviously, if I stop taking it today and I've got surgery, it will wear out of my body sooner, which is very good. Except it's too expensive. On top of the expensive premium we are already paying to Discovery. The next best option is something called Cosentix. That is what we are now going to ask Discovery for approval for. We're going to ask Discovery to approve this Cosentix. Cosentix is about 7,400 Rand per injection, one injection per month. Discovery will only pay 3,000 of that, approximately. Discovery will not even pay half of my medication, which I need, not only to slow down disability, but which I need to slow down the dying of my lungs. And I have to pay too much. It's not doable. And it's not doable, especially if I'm trying to also get help. Full-time help, helping me around the house. I've been complaining for a while now that I am not feeling good. I'm feeling worse. I've complained that when I've woken up, I'm in pain, my shoulders. I've complained to my husband that when I'm trying to bring laundry, when I'm trying to bring my clothes down, I can't. I even said to him, the next time I complained, I was trying to find a top. I couldn't keep my arms up. It was too painful. And I said, we're going to have to bring my clothes down to a low level. I don't know how, so that I can, you can't hang clothes on a lower level. The dresses will be crumpled. But I can't just get my own clothing without stopping every 20 seconds. I tried to exercise. I couldn't do my exercises for my shoulders. My SI joints, the pain has gotten worse. But the things I have to do have not reduced. In fact, the work has increased. I have to do more work regarding my teenager school because we're preparing for exams. So I am sitting on that same painful SI joint. I am sitting on it for longer. My daughter wants me to read to her over and over. I'm sitting again longer. I'm still preparing and trying to figure out how to help my other children. I'm sitting longer. The loads of laundry that I have to do every Sunday, they haven't changed. No one has miraculously come and said, oh my word, I'm going to help you. This is too much for you to bear. I still do the same amount of work, even though I'm getting worse. And it's untenable. I feel like, I don't know if I said it in a video, but I feel like something is going to snap in my brain and I will just die. It's like my brain is tense and stressed and I'm just going to snap and break and I'll just be dead. It should be fine. So I went to the rheumatologist, as I'm sure you've guessed because I talked about medication change, but I don't think I actually began by saying I went to the rheumatologist today and I have said I feel worse. She has noted the worse as well. She tried to move my shoulders. She felt the stiffness. She felt in my fingers. She felt in my right foot. Okay. And I had to bend, and your back is bad, was what she said. So the disease is progressing. It is getting worse. My load that I have to bear is getting worse. The help that I can find in terms of medication, it's reducing. The options are reducing. We're moving to Cosentyx, which is one injection a month, the 7,400 Rand one, which medical aid will only pay 3,000 Rand for Discovery, because at least with Cosentyx, the rate of infection, how fewer patients who are on it get sicknesses as much as I have been getting. More Enbrel people seem to get sick than those who are on Cosentyx. And so that is why we are moving. You're moving to a different medication because I haven't been on this one long enough for it to help me. I've not been able to be on it long enough for it to slow down my disease. So we're changing medication. And my friend asked, this is just, she was imagining leaving an operation, leaving an appointment, knowing truly that things have progressed. Yes, I felt it. I wanted to cry. And I have felt that my body is struggling more than ever. And I have felt the weight of helplessness and loneliness and aloneness. I have a helper Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but there's laundry almost every day. There are 8 of us, 6 children, 6 very rambunctious children every day. I don't have just Sunday and it's all laundry. It's Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. So yes, I have help, but I've got more work than help. 3 days out of 4 weeks is not enough. And that ends at 3 p.m. So I've got all the hours from 3 until the evening where there are more dishes. It's not like people stop eating, stop drinking. It's not like I stop cooking before 3. My point is, guys, untreatable AS is horrific. My neck. She saw my neck. I forgot to tell my friend. I've been feeling my neck, my shoulders, my fingers. As I said before, when I was bending down, the distance has decreased. My back is not stretching enough. It's not stretching as it did before. I'm nervous. I'm worried. I'm sad. I'm sad that Discovery has made things so difficult for people who didn't even bring this upon themselves. You can't bring AS upon yourself, just like so many diseases. But it's so hard to get help even when you're paying above and beyond what you should be paying, what you can pay. I don't want to be like some of the patients that my rheumatologist has, who call the nurse totally distraught because they've got a flare. They can't even be on any medication because they can't afford the medication. And with each flare, more and more damage. Besides the fact that it's a progressive disease, it gets worse. I'm one of the unfortunate few who may know the name of their disease, but it doesn't give me any ammunition against it, not yet. January last year, I wrote a post on Facebook and I said, wow, finally, after all these years of looking for a diagnosis so that I could get a cure, I finally got a diagnosis, but it's not curable. And someone then wrote something, and then the second comment they wrote was, well, at least you know what it is now. My friend knows. I really hate it when someone outside of the situation responds to my terrible situation with an at least. It's like telling someone whose child has died, well, at least you've got another one, or at least you can try again. The child has still passed away. I am still in agony. My disease is getting worse. Knowing what it is has not improved any situation. And so I beg of you, as I end this update, which probably just sounds weird, but please don't tell someone else who has just told you something not positive that's going on in their life that at least there's no at least about it. Just sit with them, sit in their situation, feel with them. And if you can't, then just be quiet. If you can't say, oh no, not another operation, when is your body going to rest? Then don't say anything. Please, please don't.